Tasty, tasty. Tasty, tasty. Hey guys, good afternoon. Catching a fly. I hope you're doing well. It's Thursday. Today we are building a keyboard. Not a keyboard, we're building a PC even, and doing a few keyboard chores, so I hope you're ready for it. JMS, thank you so much for the 14 months of subs. I thoroughly appreciate that, my dude. This is good afternoon. It is afternoon, yeah. OGM's here as well, so is True Blaze. Fergath, thank you so much for the SPC rockets. I thoroughly appreciate those. Always good to see some rockets. Ballboy says, hello, hello. I'm doing a food shop on my lunch break and forgot about the stream. I'll be listening in. Well, welcome. Thank you for being here. Ergo, thank you so much for being here as well. Ink Rabbit, hearing tasty mid-work is an experience. Thank you, Telvid, as well, for the 11 months of subs. I thoroughly appreciate that, dude. A Fresh is here, so is ZBC. Demotex, hey man, good to see you. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Oh, dear. I've just been running around because I realised I'd forgotten half the stuff I might need to actually build this PC. So there may have to be like a little tool break halfway through if I need something additional. But yeah, it's a long time since I've built a PC. In fact, the last time I built a PC was about 5 years ago when PT first started. And I've just realised I've just not turned on the closed captions, so they're on now. Yeah, so it's a long time since. I'm just going to kick my shoes off as well. And I've just clouted the new PC case as well. You picked the best case for it. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. It looks really good. It's going to match really well with the wall behind and stuff like that. Just the aesthetic of my office in general. So, pretty excited to do that. Before we do that, though, we'll do the PT news. And I've got a couple of keyboard chores that we need to do first as well. I've got some stuff to unbox and stuff to put away in tubs and stuff like that. So we're going to crack on with those first. And then as soon as we've done that, we'll start to get onto the PC build. So, first things first, this week in PT news, what can I share? Well, that group buy stopped, I need to take that off. In pre-orders, we have a ton of stuff now in pre-order that we didn't before. We've got the QK100 back into pre-order, QK75, QK80s, Neo 80s, Neo 70s, Neo 65s, all back in pre-order. And we've also got the Neo Ergo as well in pre-order too. So if you're interested in picking up one of the Neo or QK range, they're all back, or nearly all back. So you can pick up those in pre-orders right now. So yeah, there is a very tiny chance that some configs may be out of stock when we get through to submitting the request through to QK, but we're pretty certain that most configurations will be available. So yeah, do take a look at that. In terms of in-stock products, I do have a surprise. Something will be going in stock tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, which is GMK Black Snail. That turned up today. It did get delivered to the wrong company, but I managed to go find it, and we now have it on all orders as shipped, apart from those that need desk mats and artisans. So they'll be shipped out as soon as those arrive in a couple of days' time. Probably first week in June, I think. So yeah, do go and check that out. In terms of group buys, we've got GMK Sill Dragon Witch now in group buy, which has you might know what this is based off of or themed around. Yeah, maybe have a look at that if you're into that. And also the JW play trays as well. These are back for the second round. I have mine on my desk pretty much permanently, but this is a second round that now has a lid, which is pretty cool. So you can get that, either the engraved or the unengraved version, all back into group buy. There's the engraved version with the sleepy cats in the middle, which is pretty cute. So yeah, don't forget as well, guys, you can also pick up some coffee at Jay's Roastery. Blah 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 blah. 3 different coffees, all in stock, all ready to go, and I'm drinking one right here and right now. So this is the sci-fi blend that I have today, which is a little bit different. Do that, yes. Very funny. Will, thank you so much for the Prime Gaming sub. I thoroughly appreciate it, my man. Thank you so much. Why do they not offer engraved ones? They do offer engraved ones. There are engraved ones here. Let me go back to it. There are engraved ones, not for all the colours, just for some of the colours. So if you look down, you can have the engraved one on the black, the lilac, or the soft pink. I think the worry was on the silver and the taupe that it wouldn't come through correctly. So yeah, that's where it's there. So yeah, it is available, and you can get it. That Neo Ergo looking sweet, dude. Yeah, I said no to the prototype. We often get offered prototypes for stuff like that, and you see me build them on stream. And I said no so that one of the other streamers could get it, because I thought it was just like, this channel isn't as popular as some other channels are, so I thought it'd be better to go to one of the more popular ones because it's such a cool thing. But like, who does not want a cat in the middle? Well, some people don't. Some people don't. Interesting. We didn't realize there was a risk UK couldn't fill that conflict with pre-order. Yeah, it's only really small, and if it happens, we'll just reach out to the customers that it does happen to and figure out whether they want a refund or they want something else. It's the same with all kind of pre-orders, because we basically bought a set of production slots, and then we just need to know the configs of what customers want. But QK might not have all of those in stock or available on the shelves, so it really depends on what's been pre-made and what they can sell to us and what they can't. So yeah. There you go. I'm a dog person. Tom, I have a pet dog as well, so that's fine. If you want, Tom, you could buy one and you could laser a dog on the inside of yours, actually, because you've got a good enough laser to be able to do that. So yeah, you could absolutely do that. This coffee's so good. This is the sci-fi blend, and it's the first time I've had it for more than just like a cupping session, and I've been drinking it pretty much all day yesterday and all day today. It's very good. Very good. Right, let's crack on with some keyboard chores, because I'm conscious that sometimes we just get talking, we don't actually do anything. If you guys have got any questions at any point, please do ask away, because I'm always happy to do that. Let's take a look at GMK Black Snail first of all. So I do have the Norda kit and the base kit for my personal collection here. So this came out pretty nice. So we'll get a little tub ready. We don't have that. I actually have a few key sets that we need to go through today, and I'm gonna have to punch this with a screwdriver. There we go. Go through today and get into boxes. So yeah. How is the Gihan after seeing testing and using it? It's really good, guys. Like, I'm thoroughly impressed with the Gihan. It's such a cool board and such a cool design. I understand Bion's having difficulties, which is why we're not handling it directly with him and we're going straight to the manufacturer. But yeah, it's such a cool board. Here is GMK Black Snail up close, so you can see it's a slight beige, so it's not quite white on black, it's kind of like a beige on black, but it's come out super nice. Trying not to throw all these keys all over. So we've got the Norda kit, because I need my UK ISO keys. And this will be in stock tomorrow as well, 6 PM tomorrow night, this will go in stock. You'll be able to pick up in stock sets. We're trying to, don't forget, this is super cheap as well. So it's like, even at the in-stock price, it's like less than 100 quid. I can't remember exactly. I think it's 90 quid. I think it's 90 quid in stock, ready to ship as the base kit. And then we've kept the group buy pricing for the Norda kit as well. So trying to keep the prices down as much as possible for you guys. No uplift. What size are these tubs do? These are 1 litre tubs. I got these from a company called All Store. I had to buy 1,000 of them to get them at a recent, a reasonable price. So I bought 1,000 at the time. I've given quite a few away. So yeah, that's including VAT as well. So like excluding VAT, you can divide that by 1.2 and it'll tell you what it is prior to VAT. So yeah. I think even when you add in the GMK Norda UK kit, it's like the same price as a normal GMK base kit. Big props to Gion for running this as well. And here is the base kit. The artwork on this is pretty cool. I've almost run out, dude, because I've given quite a lot of these away as well. So I've almost run out. I don't have that many left. I've probably only got like 30 tubs left or something. Feels okay, man. Yeah, we were going to offer them for sale at one point, but the issue is you have to ship them by courier because they're just too big to ship via Royal Mail, and they don't stack together either. Like, they stack on top of each other, but they don't stack inside of each other. So whilst they're perfect for what I use them for, and you can see them kind of in the background over here, they're just like a little bit awkward from a shipping perspective. Is it the Black Snail, the one you have to run away from in that what if scenario? Yeah, that's exactly it. Here is the base kit. Came out pretty cool. There is a novelty set for this as well. I didn't buy that. I'm going to be joining you guys to purchase the novelties tomorrow night when they go back in stock. So yeah, let's get these into the set. I'm going to flip that over. But yeah, so I think what you're referring to there is that if you have a snail chasing you, is that 2-0 instead of a Q? Dude. Dude, it is. GMK, please. It's alright. So these things happen. So when GMK are packing these, they pack them quite considerably. And as you can see, look, I have 2 O's, one here and one here instead of a Q. So I'll have to reach out to GMK for a replacement, or Sharon will for me. So yeah, so it's just one of the things that happens sometimes. In fact, is that just the lighting, or is that actually a white one? Let me just check. It gets even worse. This isn't even like a look at the color difference on the inside of the double shot. This is black snail, and this one on the other side is the second O. It's actually white instead of beige. No, I won't crack another set. I'll be getting a replacement key from GMK. That's actually white on black O, not the beige on black. Can you see the difference here? Look. This might be a widespread issue. Can you see the difference in the two? It's not from that set. So what happens is GMK have like hoppers for each keycap set, and they're set up like for each keycap. So they'll have one for Q, one for W, one for E, and so on and so forth around like a big U-shaped area. And the machine will come down, it will pick up a key, and it'll drop it into the tray. So the tray will be moving on a conveyor belt around the outside, and then it'll pick up one out of the tray, and it'll drop it onto the actual tray here. They must have had the wrong keycaps in. I might hold off on shipping these out until I've checked another set or two. I'm gonna hold that to one side. But yeah, this is quite interesting. This is quite interesting. I'll message Dion straight after the stream. So anyway, there may be a wider issue with black snail, and there you go. This is just how it happens. What will happen is if it is just with my one, that's fine. GMK will send me a replacement. If it's happened with all of them, GMK will send us replacement kits for all of them, and we'll be able to ship them out to every customer. So maybe it won't be going in stock tomorrow at 6 o'clock. I'll have to message Dion straight after the stream and get him to report it to GMK as well. Just hope it's not widespread. Even if it is, it gets fixed, right? So what's, ultimately, it shouldn't be an issue. So there is a machine vision thing that they have. Unfortunately, it doesn't check every single set. It checks something like 10% of sets. So it scans 10% of sets to make sure they're correct. So it could just be my batch. It could just be a GMK issue. It could just be a single issue. Like this one keycap might have bounced off the wrong thing or been picked up off the floor and chucked in the wrong bag or whatever. It happens, So I'm not too worried about it. We'll get it fixed either way. It's most likely just this one set. Why is there a cream on black Q in my white and black just set? Hey man, maybe there is. Maybe there is. When you're packing thousands and thousands of GMK sets a week, you can't have 100% success rate. I'm just glad it's me that's picked up the set rather than a customer, because I'm easier to please from that perspective. So yeah, but I'll reach out to GMK and Gion after the stream and let them know. So sometimes these things just happen though. Right, okay. So it is missing a Q. We have to remember that. So if you guys vote for this to go on a keyboard on Sunday, it just happens. Right. Okay, so we can now put that back into there and get rid of that. And then that will go in the bin. And then it's time to label up the tub. They need a Euro placer. Dude, like the machine they have was like nearly 8 figures to do it. I do actually have GMK Noire to pack it as part of the chores in a minute, so we can take a look when we do that. GMK Black Snail. Oh, not Black Nail, it's Black Snail. Base. In fact, we'll do the base on the line. So all I'm doing here is just typing in what I want to be on the stickers. And then we've got the Nordic UK as well. Love the labeling machines, had one at my old workplace. Yeah, this comes in really useful for a ton of stuff, so I like to use it. I have defaulted to using the non-official cartridges though, because I was looking up the Dymo cartridges the other day because I needed some replacements, and they were stupidly expensive. It was like 12 quid for one, whereas I could get for £13 I could get like a pack of 6 of the GMK manufacture everything in Germany. Everything is manufactured in Germany. I literally went to the factory last summer. Literally this time last year. I think it was like to this week last year. I was in Germany with the GMK team, looking over all of their production facilities. Yeah. Let me use Jokerman font. No. Like I like to try and keep it somewhat consistent because all of the tubs over my shoulder are done with the same label maker and the same font. So. Makes me sad how with Black Snail you get 0 accent ISO options. Kind of killed anyone for that set for me. I can appreciate and understand that. I don't know where I'm going to put these. I'm running out of desk space there. But I might have a solution for you, because you could just buy the GMK6's accent kit, right? What are we going to do next? I think we're going to do next, actually. So this is just a load of stuff that I've had lying around that I haven't had time to put into tubs. Okay, so this is the standard simplified Chinese base kit. So let's GMK Hu Hai Keyboard Dad. Hey man, hope you're doing well. Thanks for the shout outs on Insta the other day. I appreciate those. Is there a reason you don't sell loop? Yeah, 2 reasons. One, almost every other vendor sells it, so like I feel like it's just there's no need for us to sell it. And 2, like a lot of the other vendors that sell it, they are individuals who, you know, don't have to charge VAT and tax and don't have employees to pay. So their cost to actually decant lube from large tubs into small tubs is quite cheap compared to what I would have to do it. Like if I have to pay someone, you know, somewhere between £15 and £20 an hour to decant lube, like it just makes it exorbitantly more expensive. And then I have to add 20% on because I have to charge VAT as well. So yeah, it's just one of those things. Right, okay. So we've got the base, which is simplified Chinese. And the novelties as well. Not all of my personal keycaps, no. Just a lot of them are. Just a lot of them are. But look how cool Hu Hai came out. Look at the colours on this. Look at the design on this. If you even have a passing interest in Chinese culture, these keycaps came out stunning. Oh, you mean, Rufus, you mean the ones that like emboss it or deboss it into the tape? Yeah, I do like those. I think they look quite cool. They have a very cool aesthetic. I don't even know how many personal sets I've got these days though. But I'd say probably 90% of GMK. What's your favourite profile? I saw GMK post on Geekhack about vintage cherry spherical and I'm interested. Yeah, so I used to have some keyboards with that profile on. I think I gave them away to another UK-based designer a few years ago. And it's a pretty interesting profile. It was technically made for typewriters, so it used the M8 switch layout instead of the MX layout. So yeah, it's slightly different in terms of the cruciform on the bottom, but I think they can just manufacture like a new bottom mold for it, which is quite easy to do. So it's an interesting profile. It's quite flat. It's like DSA and spherical, but it's quite deep dished from memory. So it's kind of an interesting thing. So yeah, but my favorite profile is Cherry profile. The ISO keys and that are the old partial UK ones. I can't remember what they have and don't have for it. No discounts today on stream. No, Farragas. No. Okay, you can always tell if the discounts command is working. If the why is that not working? If you type in ! discount, it'll tell you. And if there's no response from the bot, there's no discount today. That's how you tell. That's the quick and easy way to tell. But if you order today, it'll ship tomorrow. I think we've got. I think I've packed everything that was like an in-stock order already today, so there's very little to do. Unless anything comes in this afternoon. Oh no, maybe yes is here. Shh. So, GMK Hoo-Hi. Super Hands, spending the last day of my holiday at pool watching Twitch streams. Nice, man. Nice way to relax and chill out. I don't watch enough Twitch. Like, I really enjoy watching streams when I get the chance. I just don't get the chance very often. Did I see that someone had, it was JQ said, Apiary leaked the follow-up to Noir the other day? Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it, man? I've known about that for a little while. You might see it on a local keyboard vendor at some point soon. So there we go. This is if you haven't seen GMK Hoo-Hi, this is the first set that produced the traditional and simplified Chinese tertiary legends. So that's the third legend on the key, the third shot on the keycap. This one here, tertiary legends. It came out. Oh, so we've got some camera tearing here. I apologise for that. That's just due to the colour. Oh, there we go. So the camera tearing should be fixed when we get the new PC up and running. So yeah, that's what I believe anyway. Because I haven't gone through, like, we changed capture card about a week ago, and we went to a maze roll from. Oh, sorry guys, I apologise about that. Hitting the microphone. We went to a maze roll capture card from the Camlink Pro, just so I could do some more 4K stuff, and the Maze Roll capture card has a ton of settings that I'm not familiar with and I need to teach myself about. So I just did enough to get it working, which is why you can see that this colour's not great here at the minute. And now it's working. The plan is to build a new PC, put the capture card in that, and then fully configure it and tune it. So that all the issues should go away in due course. It's just a case of getting that sorted out. I've just dropped a key. Where did that go? Yeah, even mod keys were made, so all new molds for the mod keys as well, which is pretty cool. Sub-legends are pad printed. No, on these they are double shot. Let me find a key that's got it on. Come on, Jay. How can you not find a key? Why is every key I pick up but not an alpha key? There you go. So yeah, because it's the same color with GMK, if both legends are the same color, it's double shot for both. If the tertiary legend is a different color, it's usually dye sublimated. Not dye sublimated, UV printed. UV printed. So these are all double shot. Chris Bezic, hey man, good to see you. Thoughts on the McLaren livery for the weekend? Dude, they've knocked it out of the park this time. There's been some really good liveries this year, and I'm here for it. I love it. All the better. Look how cool this color is. Look at this as well. Look at these legends. You might guess that I kind of like these sorts of colors though, so. That mouse is really cool. Thanks, man. It's got a Twitch logo on it. SPC Rise Up. Twitch subs have their own chat on the PC Discord called the SPC, and they have their own logo that they created for themselves a little while back. So yeah, so it's an MX Master 3. It's very grubby these days because the white is impossible to keep clean, but it's a cool mouse nonetheless. Is that Hoo-Hi? It is Hoo-Hi. This has terminal ISO. Why don't I keep them in the original box? Because I stack them like that. So like the original boxes just take up too much space, and I have a few hundred key sets in my collection. Let me see if I can show you actually. So if I just grab up the camera controls here, I should be able to pan the camera around that way and show you guys a little bit better. So if I go that way, is that right? No, wrong way. That way. Excuse the mess, guys, but that over there is my keycap collection. So, yeah, I hope that makes it clear. There we go. Loves the underside of double shot keys. No, I like it too. I like it too. Like, it's just cool to see, right? When you see it like this. Mount Everest of keycaps. Yeah, I've been collecting keycaps for a long time. So that is who I done. Is it always a ball licking? It is at the minute because there's a load of stuff in front, so I can't get to stuff very well. But when that's not the case, when that's not the case and things are out of the way, it's not too hard. It takes like 10 seconds. Before someone collapses the keycaps out, they're pretty solid. These are pretty solid. I can hold them over at a pretty steep angle before they fall off. Like, how far can we go? Like there. And that's 45 degrees. So they'll stack pretty well. They're not going to fall over unless someone knocks them. Love the random key max in the background. Yeah. What are we doing? At the minute, we're doing some keyboard chores. What we are doing is we are taking some of my personal collection base kits out of the base kits and popping them inside tubs, and then shortly I'll be building a new PC. Keycap Jenga, absolutely. So I run Prototypist Keyboards, which is a keyboard store here in the UK. So this is GMK Nightshade, a keycap set. Let's create the labels. Another one I wish had accent ISO. Yeah, I get rid of the GMK boxes these days. I used to keep them for the longest time, Fake Saturday, but I don't really sell much of my personal collection, and I don't need to keep them. So yeah, I tend to get rid of them. I'm planning to get like the shop shelving to stack mine, so it's easy to get to different sets. Yeah, that makes sense. You like the boxes? It's like art. Yeah, I kind of want to, if I ever have like a half a day, my plan is to arrange them in color order, like because I feel like that would be something that would satisfy that side of my brain. I'll try and take a picture of it like when it's not in shadow and dark. And just show you how bright and colorful it is. But yeah, I kind of would like to do it. It's like, because at the minute it's like 3 layers deep as well, so there's like keycaps behind keycaps behind keycaps, and I'd like to get it to a position where you could just see all of the keycaps up front. So it's something I'll try and work on. Do you have any thoughts on the Neo 65? Dude, do I? Over on Prototypist, you can actually look at our pre-order section. If I go to the home page, you can go down to pre-orders. And you can see that we've got the QK and the Neo products live in pre-order, including the Neo 65. So yeah, Neo 65 is a great keyboard for the price. Comes with a ton of options, ton of colorways, and it just looks fantastic no matter what you do with it. Great keyboard, and like look at the price. Like, look at the price. It's so cheap for what you get. Like, there are some options that make it a little bit more expensive, but even at the most expensive, what does that do? Let's add that to cart and see what that comes to. Come on, PC, what are you doing? Wait, come on, website. What are you doing? Is that in the cart now? Let's have a look. Yeah. So even at its most expensive, oh, I've got 2 of them. Come on. Are you going to refresh? There you go. Even at its most expensive, it's 100 and... Wait, what? No, we want 1. My PC is having fun here today. Come on. Right, let's just... I don't know what it's doing right now. I have no idea what my PC is doing right now. Come on. This is where it's going to throw up the PT address. Oh, let's do it that way. Come on. Oh, it doesn't like my password. Apparently it's loading. I don't know what's going on here. Probably because I'm hammering the internet connection by doing this. Oh, it's got 2 keyboards in there. Why is it doing that? I only want 1. Anyway, it's super cheap. Like, it's 163 quid. It's 163 quid. It's nuts. It's crazy. Alright, I'm just gonna get out of that now because it's like... Come on, what are you doing? Right, are you gonna work this time? No. I have no idea. My own website is being funky. Is it like getting hammered at the minute? Hold on. Let me have a look at the back end. Is there a load of people on the website? Is that what's causing it? Or is it just Shopify having a meltdown? It's still got the 2 keyboards on there. Anyway, so it's 80 odd quid plus the 50 quid, so plus VAT. So it's like, you know, 130 quid excluding VAT. So plus 26 quid onto that, so it's 156 quid. 150 odd quid for that kind of keyboard. It's a great price. It's a great price. Okay, so I think Shopify is having issues because I can't even get into the back end right now. PCs know when they're about to be replaced? Yeah, absolutely. So, like, I can't even get into the back end of Shopify, so I think it's a Shopify issue right now. Oh well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, this is GMK Nightshade. I wondered why the store is being quiet today. Shopify having issues. Update cart button might work better than the refreshing site. Yeah, I think Shopify's having issues because I can't even get into the back end of the website right now. So I think it's an issue. The Neo 8 is even more of a banger for a deal. It depends if you like TKL or if you prefer 65%. I just went to the Neo 65 listing. Nice. If there's a Neo 75, I'm going to be very, very happy. 134 shipped. Nice. Look how cool this set came out though. Look at this. This is so beautiful. Neo 65 or Crush 65. You pick whatever fits your aesthetics best. Like, they're both priced super, super well. In fact, I think the Crush 65 group buy's finished now. So, yeah. Placing my order 5 minutes ago, I broke the website. So the Shopify page is loaded in the background. Apparently they've got, it comes with like warnings if there's issues. So there is a warning at the moment on the back end of the website, which is saying that third-party applications, which we use a third-party application for all the drop-down options for boards like that. It's called Halt Product Options. It's not a great solution. I wish it was better. I need to look at an alternative. And it says that third-party applications may be suffering from performance issues. So I suspect that that's what the issue is. Like, Shopify is just not even working in the background. We use a lot of plugins as well to try and determine like store stats and things. None of that's working. I'm looking at it right now and none of it's working. So great. Doesn't the Crush have a nice PC version? I can't remember off the top of my head. The Crush 65 was meant to close on May the 20th, but you still have it open. Right, I will. I'll have to have a word with Sharon when she's back in tomorrow. Sharon manages a lot of the group by opening and closes, so I'll check with her when she's back in tomorrow. It may be that we've just left it open on purpose so people can join. I don't know. When you're as busy as we are, I'm not privy to every decision the team makes, unfortunately. Just because it's not possible, right? We're that busy, I just couldn't keep up. I have my own stuff that I need to get done. Okay. Jim K. Nightshade. Packed away. What do we have next? Okay, so this next one is a set of Cerakeys. I don't know if you've seen these, but these are basically ceramic keycaps. So I haven't really had to play around much with these. These came from a friend, but these are actually made of ceramic. Like we did get asked if we wanted to sell these a while back, and I wanted to like try them out first. Like if we, like they are ceramic. And I did say at the time I want to try them before we decide whether we're going to sell them or not. And they weren't like willing to send me like a kit for like evaluation or anything, so we kind of didn't do it. But then they've asked if we can have a chat when we're at the meetup, because Cerakey are coming to the meetup as well, so we'll see. This is what we get for talking about Shopify earlier. Absolutely. Right, I need another tub. These are the V2 plastic stems. No, these have been in a box for about a year. These are the ceramic stems. So these have been in a box for a long time. I just have never got around to doing anything with them. So this is like, my office has been a mess for a while. If you've been following on Instagram, you'll have seen. And I've finally got around to sorting it out. So I just found a lot of stuff when I was sorting my office out that needed to be packed away and sorted out, and that's what I'm just catching up on today. God, that sounds amazing. Yeah, I've not actually put these. Have never been sat on a keyboard, so maybe at some point I actually need to do that. Now I'm taking them out of the box and I'm actually fitting them into my collection. Okay, one thing I will say for the actual official Dymo labels is that the backs are easier to get off than the fake ones, but the fake ones are significantly cheaper, so maybe I can live with it. Got a favorite switch? Dude, like my do you know what my favorite switch is? It's this. These are brown Alps. Alps are a really old switch type that aren't compatible with modern keycaps, or most modern keycaps. They're like a vintage thing, and if I ever had to pick a single switch, it would be those. They're pretty hard to get hold of these days. They're pretty expensive to buy on the aftermarket. They're not really as in demand as they used to be, but they're still hard to get hold of. And they're my favourite switch by far. If you're talking about something that's more popular, like MX switches, like my preference is going to change weekly depending on what's available. That being said, I am really, really, really impressed with the new cheesecake switches. They are phenomenal. We've got them in pre-order right now. I got a sample pack through the post about a week and a half ago, and I put these the wrong way around. Never mind. I'm very, very impressed with them. Very impressed. Tinkertronic, thank you so much for the sub, dude. I appreciate it. Oh, I never saw if you came back about how's your Corrado going, dude. And I apologise if you did say how things were going on it, but I think I missed that on Discord earlier. I will be buying KKB instant if it ever goes on the aftermarket. Well, it should be in stock as long as we get it through MOQ. It'll be sold in stock, so you'll be able to pick it up then. What's your experience with the ABS Shine? I'm yet to own a GMK set as I'm not keen on the Shine. So this set is 4 years old and has been used daily for well over 2 years, and it's got some shine, as you can see. But it really depends user to user. I've got sets that I've used for a long time that haven't got any shine. I've got sets that have been, oh, that sounded fun. I've got a lot of sets, and most of them don't have any shine. There you go. If you have a massive collection, you have less of an issue. Maybe. I'm not sure if it's. I guess it depends. Like, I quite like the look of shine. there's something about shiny keycaps. Like, these look great because they're shiny. There's something about shiny keycaps that I quite like. But it's all different down to different people. Alps on carbon fiber. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Alps on carbon fiber. Slept on combination. I remain convinced to this day that carbon fiber is the best plate material, bar none. And no one has yet convinced me otherwise. And I've tried a lot of plates out. Yeah, I don't have particularly oily skin. I have quite dry skin. So maybe that helps. When you add a keycap set to your personal collection, does it need to have the UK keys, or are you not that bothered? So broadly speaking, it doesn't stop me from putting something in my personal collection. The reason for that is because I have a lot of ISO boards and a lot of ANSI boards as well. A lot of, like, I have a lot of keyboards, and a lot of the keyboards I collect, some of them only offer ANSI, so I don't mind because then I can just use the non-UK ISO sets on an ANSI keyboard. That being said, I do like to use UK ISO keyboards. Most of my daily drivers will be UK ISO. So, for example, this one is, and the one I use with a numpad, which is just under here, is also UK ISO. Those are the two keyboards I use a lot. There are, I commissioned a custom keycap set from Keymax, and it was $2,000, €2,000, and that set has UK ISO. It's the only set as well that has UK ISO. So, yeah. I quite like KKB Heleborus right now. Dude, I'm so annoyed about that. So the issue with Heleborus is that we were going to run the set for the UK, and we bought a shit ton of them off of KKB. KKB claimed they never got the funds for it. So they then, before even coming to me and asking me about the situation, they then sold them to another vendor. Now, it's not the other vendor's fault. I'm not upset. Ollie's got them here in the UK. Go buy them from him. Go support him. He's a great guy. I'm upset with KKB about it because I paid for them. They got the money, and then they said, "Oh no, we didn't get the money." And now I'm kind of stuck in limbo. They say they don't have the money. The bank says they got the money. Ollie has only bought like a fraction of what we were going to stock, and it ultimately is the customer that loses out because there's not as many in stock now as there should be. Anyway, it is what it is. I do like working with KKB generally because we're able to offer like free UK ISO kits for stuff now, which is really, really good. Okay, let's get some more tubs over here because next up we've got another GMK set. Will the carbon fiber plate group buy be back anytime soon? So I do want to do another one. It's just they don't make money, and they're a lot of work logistically. So it depends on when we have the time to do it. And right now we've been just so busy for this year. We're in the first quiet spell of the year, and I'm loath to try and put more like effort on the team. This is GMK British Racing Green. So we've got the base, and I think is this the 40s kit? I think. Exotic kit. Let's do the labels. But yeah, we will do it at some point, yeah. So yeah, we'll do it at some point. I just don't know when. Fuji, what do you think the next MT new set should be? Space Cadet in the works, according to Matteo. Yeah, I think there's Space Cadet. I think there's a few others coming as well. I can't really talk about them. Not all of them have been announced yet. That colour is awesome. Yeah, it's a great colour green. It's a great green. So we've got base and exotic for this. My BRG set is waiting for the green F1. Yeah. MT new Midnight Rainbow when? So I'd love to make it a reality, but being quite frank, to do GMK Midnight Rainbow in MT new, like the base kit price becomes extortionate. So I don't think it'll happen. I'm just very, very aware of the fact that if I did run it, it probably wouldn't make MOQ, and then I'd have to buy it out. Will you print me a label that says keyboard data? Dude, of course I will. Next, if you make an order through us or anything like that, just pop it in the notes and I will 100% make you a label that says that. I might even make you something on the laser cutter as well that says keyboard dad if you prefer. Like maybe like a PT by keyboard dad keyring or something like that. Hoping for some new, more vibrant colours in MT New. Yeah, so the issue with MT New is it's PBT, so you can't always get the really vibrant colours through. That being said, I do have a lot of samples where they've done some bright colours to try and match the GMK stock colours, and they've got some really cool ones. Let me see if I can find it actually. I think I have it just to one side. So let me show you some samples here. So this is find the exact. I want to try and find the GMK, the CYL version, and why can I not find the CYL version? I think I've got it. Okay, so apparently I don't have it, but that's the color of XR01. Let me see if I can find like a GMK cap and a thingy cap that matches it. There's so many sample keys and right. Okay, so this is not quite as bright, but this is GMK's N6 colorway and the PBT version XN6. So this is PBT and this is ABS. And if you look, the colors have come out pretty close to each other. They're pretty dang close. But you can see a tiny bit of difference, but they're pretty dang close. Let me show you another one. We've got the 3A keycap. It depends on what I've got in here at the time. Okay, maybe I don't have that. I'm trying to find all the GMK color keys from the coloring. Unfortunately, they're not all in here. In fact, most of them aren't. I don't know where they've gone, but most of them aren't. Okay, I can't show you any other ones, I don't think, because I don't have the matching GMK keys necessarily to hand. But yeah, they've come out pretty cool. They can do some pretty bright colors. These are all PBT. To kind of give you like a reference. They're all PBT. Some more colors here, look. So there you go. They've come out pretty cool. Okay. I think it's big faff to try and get a plate fork added to my Neo 70 order when it arrives in a few weeks. Yeah, we don't do mixing of in-stock group buy orders, dude. It's just awkward and it slows us down and it makes processing really difficult. Okay, so here's a GMK British Racing Green. Look at that for a base kit. Super cool colors. You do regret selling a British Racing Green set? It's a cool set, man. It's a cool set. Do you have the Green Alpha kit? No. I just have the standard base kit. And the exotic kit. But it does come with UK ISO keys. Okay. Can't find it in stock. Yeah, I mean, so as far as I understand, the UK vendor did order extras, but then only paid for the. I don't know how true this is because this is like rumor mill stuff, so I don't know. But apparently, they only paid for the group buy slots. They didn't actually pay for any in-stock extras, despite ordering them. So I don't actually know what happened with that. But yeah, I don't know of any other vendor that's got it in stock either. Okay, next up we have
Tasty.
Sirica R2. So I actually sourced this a little while ago for a friend of mine, Mr. Blackbrook, if he's watching. He wanted to get the international kit, and it was only available from Daily Clack. So I was like, I messaged Daily Clack because I'm good friends with them. I was like, guys, do you have like a spare Sirica Nordic UK set international kit? And they were like, oh yeah, we've got 2. I was like, cool, I'll buy them both and chuck a base kit in if you've got one as well. So yeah. Tim, hey man, thank you so much for the 19 months of subs, dude. I thoroughly appreciate it. Empty new samples are clearly very bright. Why keep repeating the obsolete bland PBT thing? So, doing bright colors in PBT is not easy. Like it's difficult, it's time consuming, and it's costly. It costs more for the dyes and the pigments that they use in those PBT caps to make them that bright than it does to do the same in ABS keycaps. So it's not that it's not possible, it's that it's very, very expensive to do so comparatively, and most Chinese manufacturers won't go to that level of detail to try and produce those colors. So it's not that a PBT is bland, it's that a PBT is usually bland because the production quality isn't on point. So what you really have to do is find a company that's really invested in making those colors pop and spending time, money and effort in making those colors pop by using new manufacturing techniques and new pigments. So GMK have done a really good job of that. Now, I don't have all of the GMK color rings for SIL, like ABS to show you, but they are slightly different. They're all slightly different like the orange one was, and it's not quite as bright in PBT as it is in ABS. And if you did a set like GMK Midnight Rainbow, and you had the 2 next to each other, you'll be able to tell the difference between the 2 sets. Not just in layout and like the actual keycap profile, but in terms of color as well. So it has a lot of truth to it, and it really depends. So it's not that all PBT has to be bland in terms of color, but it's much harder to do bright colors in PBT than it is in ABS. This is why a lot of companies use ABS over PBT, such as Lego, because even if they wanted to use PBT, it's a lot harder to actually get the kind of contrast that they want on the sets, and the brightness of the colors and pigments are difficult to do. Zablotsky might have it as part of my leftovers in phase 3. Yeah, we're also looking to once Zablotsky's finished with phase 3, we're going to be looking with GMK to pick up some of the additional leftover sets for in stock here at PT as well. So we've got base and international. So yeah. What's the best keycap packaging that you've seen and why? That depends on your definition of best. So a lot of people shit on the GMK packaging, but it really depends on what your priorities are. So there's a few different ways that I like to look at it. In terms of recyclability and environmentally friendly, I think GMK has probably some of the best packaging out there. In terms of reusability and stuff that keeps stuff safe, I think that KVD Fans with their PBT Fans range is doing really, really well. I used to like the JTK trays, but over time I've kind of fallen out of love with them. They were just a good stopgap for a while. So I don't really think any packaging is better than any other packaging. It really depends on what your use case is for it. Do you want to keep the packaging, or are you using it just as packaging? Do you want it to add to the final cost of the product because it's a part of the product itself and it's an extension of the product, or do you want it to not? And it really depends. So there isn't a one-size-fits-all answer to that question. It really depends on what your priorities are. For me, recyclability and sustainability is absolutely paramount. So, yeah. Jenga, thank you so much for that. I appreciate the subscription, dude. 17 months. Thank you so much, man. I need to get a larger bin down here for this. GMK Dracula has some really bright colours in extensions. It does, yeah, but it's ABS, so yeah. Not to make this into a car stream, but the Scooby's back and you need to drive it. It's all been done. You'll love it, dude. You're doing all the upgrades. I'm so sad. I missed the car like mad, but I'm glad it's with you. MT New also has a very matte satin texture. It does a little bit, yeah. Russ, hey man, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you get some Evil Eye. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know of anything specifically yet. It's just something that I've already talked with our GMK rep about, and we're going to be working on together. So there's nothing specific that I can confirm or deny yet, other than the fact that we're going to be looking at it. So it might come down to the fact that we don't actually end up with any. It might come down to the fact that we end up with loads. I really don't know, and it could be somewhere in between there. The reality is probably going to be in between there, so we'll see. What is packaging illustration design that stood out over the years for you? Oh, dude, Crash, dude. Packaging illustration design. GMK Fright Night. That was pretty cool. I don't know if you saw that one, but I really enjoyed that. It was kind of like my art style that I'm kind of into. What else came out? That looked really good. Oh man, there's just so many. I'm trying to think now. A lot of them like are just basic. Like this is fine, but like it's not like a set that you're gonna keep or anything. I'm trying to think. I actually quite liked the lot of the round 3 of GMK Olivia. It was kind of like a lot of geometric designs, and I quite like that as well. So it really depends. It really depends. Anything with cool artwork. Actually, GMK Cinder had some really, really cool artwork. Was it Cinder? I think it was Cinder. It was either Cinder or Underworld or something like that. I think it was Cinder though. Had some really cool artwork. It was kind of like Warm Kindle, thank you so much for the subscription, man. I appreciate that. Anyway, yeah, so Cinder was really, really good actually. If you looked at it, that was cool. I had 2, one for the Hiragana set and one for the standard base kit. It was just phenomenal. Really, really cool. Hey Jay, thanks for helping with cheesecake shipping cost issue earlier this week. No worries, man. No worries. SPC keycap set when? That's for the SPC to do, man. That's not on me. That's on the SPC to come up with. If they do it and they're all going to buy it, we can absolutely make it happen. There's enough members of the SPC to make MOQ on a GMK set if you pick stock colours, I think. But you'd all have to buy it. It's just a bunch of rocket ships. Yeah. Absolutely it is. Literally just a rocket on every key. Yeah. We could do that. Maybe we could do like a single one, like an escape key or something, or an ISO enter or something. Okay. Right, I am going to move these because, well, it's starting to get really high and I've still got a few more sets to go. There we go. Okay, I think I don't have enough tubs because I've actually got 2 more sets to go and I've only got 1 more tub left now. So this is Noire. This has been on the side for freaking 2 years or more. SPC novelty, yeah. We'd have to do it with UV pad printing, or like actually, what would be really cool is if we did the pink rocket as like a double shot icon, and then we did the flames as pad printing. That could come out really cool. Hey, if someone drafts it up, I'll get it quoted with GMK. So here is Noire, Apiary set. And we've just got the base for this. Tim, yes, you should have the template. Nice box. It is a good box. Yeah, it's not a bad box. Can we make it a BAE? I don't think I've ever seen a novelty one. So yeah, I've just actually been talking about a GMK BAE group by earlier on today, so. The issue with doing the flames double shot is there's two colors to the flames tank. You can only do one color on the double shot, so that'll be the difference. You'd have to do like the outside flame perhaps as translucent, so you could have an LED shine through, and the inside flame as the standard color. But that'd have to be the standard color of the basic keycap. You wouldn't be able to do it as like a different color. So yeah, you'd have to pad print it. There are limitations, unfortunately, to what GMK can do. Rockets glow when they're flying through space. Has to be made. Hey, if everyone promises to buy 5, we can do it. Oh no, we've got ads starting, guys. I apologize. I can't skip them. We've got ads starting in 50 seconds. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I am really, really, really sorry about this. If I could stop the ads, I would. But I can't, unfortunately. Hebe keycap with infill for SPC ISO enter. You could do that. You could do that. You just have to convince Kate to do an ISO enter Hebe cap. £100 gets you an SPC key and an MX lock. Whew. Yeah, maybe. Like if we did like one new escape keys, it'd probably be like £2 each, £3 each for a key. If we did the ISO enter key, it'd be like £5 or £6. But it'd be pretty cool too. Any update on my personal sale? No, not yet. I need to go through and like carry on with like the documentation of what I have and what I want to sell. But I've still not finished that off yet. Maybe when we're quiet, like in the next week or two, I'll try and get through that. That's what all the mess is on the floor at the moment. Okay, so I think that's pretty much as far as I can go for this particular chore today, because, and I'll show you why, I don't have any more tubs to hand, which means I'm going to have to go and get some out of deep storage. No, we haven't built it yet, we're just doing these to get these out of the way first. So that's 7 or 8 keycaps done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 keycap sets done. I do also have muted retro to do at some point as well. We'll probably do that on Sunday. I'll leave that to one side. And then, well, guess what I found in my personal collections? GMK9's base times 2. We have the base times 2. GMK9's base times 2. And I found this as well. This is GMK's 9's Naughty UK kit or international kit. So we're going to put that in one of these. So yeah, one of them has the international kit. And this is where we see that the tape's different from the old one to the new one. The pile is hilariously large, dude. It is ridiculous. This is where you'll see that my my labels are now on the cheap, unbranded version rather than the actual Dymo labels. Because I'm a cheapskate. Oh, that's slightly displeasing to the eye. Look how different that is. It's so different. Dymo might level of organization. Sir Reggie, man, how you get so funny, man? How did you get so funny? Anyway, this gives us GMK 9's UK ISO compatibility. 9 has never left my JO2. It's a perfect set for the surfboard. Nice, man. Nice. I appreciate that. I just know that Sir Regiment actually laughed out loud at his joke. Like, he let out like a little snort. 100% he did. Okay. So that's 9's done. My bin is overflowing now. Which means I can put both of those in there. Maybe I'll give away a set of GMK 9's because I have 2 base kits of it. And I don't need 2 base kits of it. Right, last one we can do, which needs a small tub, is GMK 6's just the ISO kit. Need to keep a database of all your sets in Notion like I do. Dude. If you want to come around and do that for me, feel free. It might take you a little while. It might take you a little while. Database and map is where it is in the pile. Yeah. Well, I mean, you could just do that with the tile organization. You could just label the rows and have like a notation system on them. A little bit like Dewey Decimal, but for keycaps. That's actually a good question. If you're going to come up with like something equivalent of the Dewey Decimal system, but for keyboards and keycaps, what would you call it? What would you call it? I tried it and then you moved it all around. Yeah, but that was like, dude, that was like 4 years ago. Hey Albi, thanks very much for being here, dude. Right, okay, cool. That's all of the keycap documenting we can do for today. Which is great, because that whole side of my desk is now clear. Which means we can start to move on to the PC build. Let's grab some screwdrivers, because we're going to need those today. Hopefully we'll only need that one. We'll see. We shall see. Right. It's a long time since I've done this, guys. I have not built a PC in donkey's years. So please bear with me and point out if it looks like I'm making mistakes. To show you what we're working with, I was convinced to not go with a Intel chip. So we are going with a Ryzen 7. This is a Ryzen 7 7800X3D. So that's the CPU we're going to be going with today. How does this open? Let's just take this out and get rid of the box. Come on, how do you count? There we go. Loads of cores. Very nice processor trees. This was suggested by 2 people. This was suggested by Jellymaster and by Josh as well. So yeah, that's the plan. Don't need that. Right, motherboard next. So for the motherboard, we are going with this bad boy. I have no idea if this is any good. X670 Aorus Elite AX. AM5 socketed. Yeah, you guys, like, it's all compatible, and that's about all I know. So let's take that out. I don't need any of the information in there. Wait, there's nothing in there, is there? There are stuffs hidden, so I'm just going to grab these out. Oh, it has Wi-Fi. We don't need Wi-Fi. Right, okay. It had stuffs hidden down the side of the box. Let me just check there's nothing else. No, okay, cool. Right, we can get rid of the box now. The X3D is very good. Nice, nice, good. Thank you for confirming my choice as being a reasonable one. Recently upgraded my CPU cooler to a Noctua fan. Amazing what a difference a competent fan does, just in time for the heatwave we had too. Yeah, so we're going water cooled on this through an AIO. So yeah. Keep the box. I've thrown it now. It's just going to go on the mat. The microphone's there. I need to be careful of that. Apologies. So this is the motherboard. Lots of ports. Lots of stuff. So first things first, let's install the processor. Do we just take that out, I think? Okay. Oh, that's cool. It's like a little power connector thing. We can have a look at that in a little bit. What's that? Is that USB ports? Oh, it's a SATA cable. Okay. That's a screw. And that's a screw. Okay. I'm still on 2700. What do I throw at it for now? Very nice. I'll put the board onto its cardboard box while building. Oh, really? Okay. Let me grab it. Let me grab it. There we go. Happy now? Happy? Who knows how conductive the desk mat surface? It should not be conductive, but okay, point taken. Right, let's figure out how this goes in. Surely it only goes in one way, right? Yeah. So, I'm seeing here there's a little triangle in the top corner, and I'm seeing that matches up with one of the top corners on there, so I think if we just drop that in, just like so. That looks good. Check the board instructions. Sometimes they come with a mounting kit for CPU initially. I need to just swap it for AMD. Wait, what? No, there's no mounting kit. It says AMD Ryzen AM5 on the thing, so I think it's okay. Perhaps on top of the outside box you could move it around easier then. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Gold triangle. Yeah, gold triangle. Got it. Yeah, it's all good. One thing I'd recommend on the software side is not to install the bloatware rubbish that most motherboard manufacturers try to direct you towards as better alternatives like OpenRGB for lighting control if you care for that. RGBs are going to be turned off. We're not going to use any of that crap. Don't like it. It's not my cup of tea. Not for me. So, yeah, we won't be doing that. AM5 have fixed backplates. Yeah. Both on the CPU and socket. Yeah, we got it right. Yeah. Give it a little side-to-side wiggle when the processor's down. Yeah. It's good. Right, let's just lock that in place. That was all feeling pretty solid. There you go. Looks pretty good. Is this your gamer PC? It will be when it's built. Yeah, it will be when it's built. Okay, let's find the RAM. Where do we put the RAM? So we do have another pack of this on the way, so it's going to have 128 gig of RAM, but we've only got 2 at the minute, so I'm just going to put these in. If it matters that I put them in like sockets 1 and 3 or 2 and 3, someone please tell me. Need a knife. I don't actually know how much it costs all in. Check the instructions. What instructions? There is no instructions. There is no instructions, man. I don't know what you're talking about. 1 and 3 or 2 and 4 usually? Yeah. It shouldn't matter anyway, because before we actually use the PC in like full, all 4 slots will be done, so. Gamer branding and RGB is not my thing either. Yeah, like, it'll all be turned off, and ultimately. None for the mobile. But if there was, I didn't see it. Probably in the box. Cool. I'll grab the instructions and we'll read it. that's not it. Okay, let's have a look then. Manual installation guide. AMD socket guide. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Memory. Doesn't actually say, guys, in terms of the memory. So, all it shows here is that they go into slots, and then on this image, the two are next to each other. So, it doesn't actually make it clear, and this is all the paperwork that was in there. Let's catch up with chat and see what you guys are telling me. Usually the second and the fourth slot from the CPU. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to go with. If you're filling all slots, it doesn't matter. Put it in slots 2 and 4. Cool. For DDR5, I don't think it's recommended to have all 4 slots populated. Well, we will do. You just need to keep them in pairs. So 2 and 4 or 1 and 3, but they need to stay as a pair. Cool. 2 and 4 most of the time, but can depend. Okay. Let's go with 2 and 4. Which way around? Let's go. There it is. Nice. Grey's a pair, white a pair, probably, maybe. But in this day and age, who knows? Have we got that lined up correctly? There we go. RAM installed. 2nd and 4th. Cool. Yeah. We are in 2 and 4. There we go. It's probably really hard because the motherboard's all black and the RAM's all black. There you go. We're in 2nd and 4th. Okay, great. Right. I need to figure out where the M2 drive goes. Was it on the instruction booklet? Oh, it's here, look. It's here. Let's see if there's anything specific we need to do for the M2.5. No, just uninstall the screw, apparently. So, let's do that. Plus CPU under the first PCIe slot. It's just here, just above the first PCIe slot. I assume the cooler has to stay on it? No. Oh yeah, okay, I see. Oh look, it's like a little heatsink. Nicey nice. They do give you a lot of stuff these days, don't they? Is there anything else I need to be aware of in here? No. Cool. Okay, so this looks like it's going to hit the first screw tower here. Do we just rest it against that? How does this work? Oh. Okay. How's this going? Go on. There we go. That's in. How does this little catch work? I'm not convinced that I've got this right. Come on, there we go. This little catch, what do? You spin. Oh, I see, I got you. It kind of opens up and then we can clip this down into it. I see. There we go. There we go. Cool. That's that in. Might be toolless on this motherboard. Yeah. Is there a little standoff on the motherboard for the M2 to sit on? Yeah. One end should be a socket and other end should be standoff. Yeah. Yeah. It's in place. It's in place. Yeah. Let me show you. It's got a little clip just here. That's now holding that nicely in place. Then we can put the top bit on and screw it down. Yep. Got it. So I'm going to peel off the coolant tape here, and we're going to pop that into the into the slot there, and then we're going to pop that down just like so, and then that screw in. There we go. Nice. That's all secured, looking good. Right. Okay, let's get rid of the rubbish that we don't need now. We shouldn't need the SATA cable because I'm not using any SATA drives in this. I think that is for the M2 drive if you don't want to use the clip, so we don't need to do that. And we'll need that because that's the clip for the motherboard. Peel that blue thing from the heatsink. Yeah, I did. I took it off. It's off. It's off. It's off. I took it off. I did it, Demotex. I did it. Don't worry. Right, okay. Next job then. Let's get the case ready and put this into the case. I'm going to have a look at this actually, because this is, look. Like, I always thought years ago when I used to build PCs really often, which was probably like 2005-ish, maybe just before that, 2003, that something like this would be ideal, where you could clip in the case commands and then they would just slide into the PCB. And I was always disappointed that it was never like an option, but these days it seems to be. Okay, let's see if the case will fit on the desk. I don't think it will, but let's see. Well, the top piece comes off nice and easily, that just slides off. Right. Let's take off the thumb screws and take the glass panel off the sides. Gosh, that's tight. Okay, so it comes with two nice big fans at the front, which is good. Don't have to do anything there. We're probably best off taking off the other side panel first as well. Christ, that's tough. Let's try and use a screwdriver on that. These thumb screws are not thumb screw tight. They're over tight. Okay, it's all looking good. Oh, interesting. There's a little hatch here. Is that going to take us through to the back of the PCB? The motherboard. Should do it, right? Okay. I need to jump as I need to render something. No worries, dude. Take care, man. I don't think we need to do anything with this particular panel just yet, so we'll keep that on for now. Cables all down this side. We can probably take the tie wrap off those, push them through. Nice. Nicey nice. Okay. Probably best to put the PSU in first, which goes in a section just down here, which I can barely show you. Let's see if we can get that in place first. So for the PSU, I went with what you guys told me. We went for a C-Sonic. How does this open up? Okay. Which weighs an absolute ton. That feels like a box of cables, so we'll need that in a minute. This is in a really nice little bag. It's pretty nice looking. Okay. So I assume we go in through the back here. Fasten this in place. Is this slated to run Destiny 2? It probably will do, yeah. Okay, let's see if I can figure this out. So I just want this to sit nice and flush. It's actually sitting raised on top of the case here. So I'm hoping that when we put the shroud back, this will kind of clamp it in place. That's the plan, I guess. It's getting caught on a... Oh, hang on, wait a second. I think that moves. Does that plate move? Let's have a look. It's kind of like a plate that's resting on in the back, which I think does come out. Okay. Let's see if we can take this plate out. Okay, yeah, so there's like a little hard drive plate in there. We'll take that out. Now, did this come with a bag of screws? I'm hoping it did. I tried to see chat. Remove the hard drive cage if that PSU is long. Some of the high wattage PSUs are quite a bit longer. Yeah. So just to connect the cables before screening. We should be able to put the cables in fine. It shouldn't be too much of an issue. Oh, there's a little accessories box inside the case here that I missed before. I'll grab that in a second. I'm hoping that it came with a little pouch of screws, but I can't see them anywhere. Surely it should have come with some screws, right? Let's take this other cage out. Perhaps it's in this cage. Okay, so there is a little cage here which has some accessories. I'm hoping the screws are in here. Yes, so here are our mounting hardware. So we can now mount the hard drive. Let's move the case out of the way for this section. So what we can do now is we can mount the bracket into the PSU, just like so. Right, here we go. PSU screws should be with the case. Yeah, I got them. I've got them. Why does that not want to go in properly? Go. Went from lovely sun to rain. Yeah, man, I know. Okay. Hybrid mode. Anyone know what the hybrid mode's for? It's like a button. Hybrid mode. If anyone can tell me what that's for, that'd be great. Will you have Epic Gamer RGB? No, I am not an RGB fan. So we will not be having RGB, I'm afraid. Right, okay, so we should be able to put that in the case now. So I'm just going to drop this into the case off stream. Okay, that's the power supply in there. That's all in there, nice and secure now. I do think that we will only be able to put one of these caddies back in the bottom, so let's see if we can't pop one in now. We probably can't use all of them though. Oh, maybe we can. This might actually work. Is that going to line up? Perhaps not. Perhaps that's the wrong caddy for this slot. Yeah, okay, so that doesn't go in, but it should go in the next one along. And it does, so we're just going to have one slot in the bottom. Let's not put that in actually, because we'll need to put the cables in the back of the PSU. Hybrid power feature enables the CPU and GPU to stay overclocking for a longer time under heavy load by coordinating battery and the AC power. Nice, okay. Stops fans when under low load. Yeah, okay. Having the bolt from the cables might be a bit of a pain. Yeah, I'm probably not going to put them in actually, thinking about it, because I don't need them. So let's just put them to one side and make that decision now. Right, okay, so next job, let's drop in the motherboard, right? Going to turn this slightly so I have a bit more of a better position to do this. Oh no, we've got the desk mat stuck. There we go. Right. that looks like it's aligned. It's dropped onto the correct pin in the middle. And now we should be able to screw that down. It looks like it's correct. It's all fitted up against the case nicely. Let's grab the screws for that. Right, where's the little box? Tell me which ones we use for this. Drive screws, mounting screws, power supply screws, mounting screws, motherboard standoff, cable ties, hard drive dampeners. So it's the M3 screws we want. Hey Elias, I hope you're doing well. Haven't used a hard disk drive since early 2020. Most types of SSD just got so much cheaper. Yeah. I have no plans on using a HDD in this board either. In this build either. Okay. One last one to go in here. This is probably going to be the hardest one of the lot to put in. I wasn't wrong. Where did that screw go? So I dropped a screw inside the case and now I can't find it. There we go. I found it, I just couldn't grab hold of it. There we go. Okay, that's all now firmly in place. Let's try and get the connectors in place for the case itself. Okay, let's so I don't see a port for that. I don't actually know what that is. That looks like a USB header, so that should probably click in here. That looks correct to me. HDD audio. Second guessing myself there. Right, okay, cool. That's those two in. We can tuck those cables away later. Oh, actually, maybe we should come underneath for that. Keep it as neat and tidy as possible. Cable doesn't like that, it doesn't seem. Oh, happy if I put it in the right way. tidy that afterwards. Right, so let's see what we put into here. This we've got all of these different little clips and parts, and I need to figure out what each one is for. Well, I don't think that one goes into it. Oh, those are the fans. Power switch. Power LED. Oh, I see. We could probably get these in together. Those in place. We don't have anything for lights or audio or anything else. So which way around does that clip in now? Oh, right, let's catch up with chat for a minute. I need to put an SSD. Yeah, okay. HDD storage is so cheap though, and I've got 20 terabytes for about £200. Yeah. SDD for boot drive, of course. Yeah. Can you see in? Okay, it looks like dark on the screen. Yeah, it's just the way the stream lights are for the camera and stuff. Like, I can see it quite well. It's just the way the camera is. Let me... If I zoom in, you won't be able to see, so, yeah. Check all those HDDs into a NAS. Yeah. Thumb screw at the top can remove that panel part towards the front if you want a bit more room to work around in. Yeah, I think I'm alright actually at the minute. I think everything's good. You mean this panel here? We can just take that off? Yeah. I don't think I need to do that at the minute. The next job is to figure out where to plug these fans in, which I assume that's what these cables here are for. I assume that those are for the fans. They look to be. So... the audio port actually is right over in that bottom corner. The audio is not long enough to reach, I don't think. Yeah, the audio is not long enough to reach. So let's see if we can extend that cable on the back at all. Which one is it? So we need to be up here in this top corner, but it doesn't quite reach that way, so I think we're going to have to try and go diagonally with it. Just trying to figure out where the best place to come through the case is. Sweet. That's now in place. He says. Is it in place? Yeah. That feels good. Nice and solid in there. Okay. I actually don't know what this line is for. I assume it's for something. Doesn't look. Oh, there is a port on the PCB for actually. Can we come through there? We're going to come through there though. So I'm going to take this one back through, which is this one here, and then we're going to come through the side of the case just there. Just like so. Okay, so we need to find the fan positions. Fan 1 and fan 2. So that go back on the side. Do. So where's the socket? So fan 2 we want to come through just here. There we go, and then fan 1 we want to come through the same port as there. So fan 1 we're going to tuck just through here, if that'll fit. Come on, why won't the connect go through this slot now? I always hated this part. Yeah, I gotta be honest, this is not my favourite part either, but... Oh wait, it doesn't fit through because the power supply is in the way, so we're gonna have to take the power supply out. Hold on. Let's take the power supply out. We can always drop that back in right at the end. There we go. Right, that's the 2 fans done. Okay, can you daisy chain the front fans? Oh, you can? Daisy chain the front fans? Oh, can we do that? Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah. Yep. I've got you. I've got you, Josh. Thank you very much for pointing that out. So yeah, we can do that and hide that in between. Cool. Daisy chain fans done. Should we plug that into fan 1 or fan 2 though, Josh? Yeah, that is done. Just gonna try and tuck some of these cables a little bit out of the way. Doesn't matter, as long as you can control them as one later in the fan controller. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can. Okay, so I'm just going to put a couple of cable ties in just temporarily whilst I'm doing stuff, just to make sure I've got the cables out of the way, and I'm not going to catch them on anything. We can always replace those later on if we need to, but there we go. Okay, so that's those done. Right, next job then is, oh, that's come out. Why is that come out? I don't actually know what that's for. Asem. Don't know. Don't actually know what that bit's for. Right, okay, so the next job is to figure out the power cable routing, which is going to have to come around the back through these, I think. So, yeah, let's figure out that first. Should be able to daisy chain the radiator fans for the AIO cooler too later. Put on those on the CPU fan. Cool. I don't actually know. Oh, on CPU fan? Yeah, I think that's at the top there. Let's have a look. Yeah, I can't actually see, but I'm pretty sure that will be at the top. It might be here actually. We'll figure that out in a second. Cool, okay, right. PSU cables then. Right, let's feed these through. This is where I have no idea what I even need. So let's just test each cable and see if it needs to go into the 600 watt with 2 PSU. If anyone has an idea what these are for, just please do tell me. I assume that might be for the graphics card, right? If I need to add an additional 600 watt in for the graphics card. Come on, camera, focus. Camera, please. So, need the 8-pin CPU and 24-pin motherboard. Okay. Let's see what's in here. Those look like Molex connectors. I don't think we're going to need those just yet, if at all. Look at the main ones. Increment, thanks so much for being here. Matt Black, thank you so much for your advice there. We'll figure it out. Let's do this from one end to the other. So let's figure out everything that needs to be plugged in first. So, whoops. I don't think we're going to need any of those. PCI Express, we're probably going to need that. And then we have PSU. It's PCI Express. We don't need another one of those just yet. PCI Express. Lots and lots of cables here. PCIe. CPU. PCI Express. Okay. So we know we need the 24-pin one. Yeah, okay. I thought it would be, yeah. Okay. So, we need to put this in. To here. Feed that through in a second, and that will go into the PSU. What else do we need to power on here? 16 pin. Please insert correctly. 1 16 pin. Wait, which is a 16 pin? I don't see a 16 pin, Josh. Okay, let's turn this around a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so that's going to tuck down the back of the case, and then we need to pop it into the motherboard. Okay. So if I go through here. Apologies guys if this is off stream. I'm just trying to connect the motherboard into the main. Come on. Okay. 16 pin comes with the GPU, it's an adapter. Right, so let's have a look for that. So this is what comes with the graphics card. So I assumed that end plugs into the graphics card, and then we've got these two ends which we need to find power for, right? Which I think we had that cable. I think it's this cable. Cool. You have a cable for it? You pulled it out, Ellie? Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it. Into this. This is going to go into the graphics card, and then this is going to go into the PSU. I think that's all we need to do, right? Oh wait, the AIO cooler actually. We'll need to do that as well. So, for now, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to feed that through there, and then we'll be able to plug that into the graphics card when we get to it. Not sure if the adapter is needed if you have a fancy new PSU with the native cable, which I think you do. I need to put this PSU. Oh, do we have the native cable? Do you know what? I think we did have that cable. Yeah, we did. It's this one, right? It's this one. So we can just change that cable out. Yeah. Okay. So we don't need to actually use that. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. It does have the fancy cable. You guys were right. It has the fancy cable and then two ends which go into the PSU. Nice. Don't need that now. We'll put the graphics card in a minute. Let's check the cooler, see if this needs power, and how we do this. Yeah, it should be a clean 16 pin. It is, yeah. let's figure out the power requirements for the AIO, because I'm sure it's going to have some. Oh, this is just going to connect to the fan power. It's not going to need anything else, right? Yeah, the 16 pin was fine, Josh. Yeah. Okay, let's get this mounted into the case first before we go any further. I think we've got everything there. Let's put the power supply back in the case. What are you getting stuck on? Power supply is back in the case and all cabled up. I think the pump always goes on the CPU pin. Yeah. So that's for the graphics card when we get to it. Okay, nice. Right. So this is going to clip up to the top of the case. So I just need to figure out what's the best way to route the cables is. I think it's going to be best to route it down that way. So let's pop this into place up here, and then we can have that come down like so. How does that connect on? Okay, are we supposed to use some sort of adapter to get that to connect? Or does that just bolt straight on? Okay, this here's the question. How do we get this to connect up to the power supply, to the CPU? Sorry. Right. Let's bolt this into place first. We have the screws for it just here. Fan's doing a pump goes to CPU. Okay. I'm so spoiled that my motherboard is an AIO pump header. I don't think this one does. Does not, and that for sure threw me off. No worries, dude. It's alright. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get this. Wait. We're pretty close. You're putting the fan on the back of the case. Not today, but I will do it at some point, most likely. Yeah. I need to take the fan out of my old case to be able to do that, I think. We drop that screw. Never mind, we've got some more. Oh wait, these screws don't seem to be the right size. I'm using the wrong screws here. I get the correct ones. If you want to do that, you might want to point the radiator the other way. So it will slide. So it's like on a sliding scale at the top. So I think we'll be okay. But I will listen to you now, Josh, and I will mount it in such a way that I can slide it further towards the front of the case if needed. That's better. That screw holds a lot better. Oh no, we've got an ad break coming. I apologise, guys, in advance. Do 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 do. Okay, I've slid it as far to the front of the case that it'll go, and we'll just tighten it into that position. I did drop a screw, so I'm going to try and find that. There we go. Screw found. Okay, let's see if we've got the bracket here for the cooler to put it on the pump. I suspect we do. That says AMD on it. Is this where I find I need to take everything back out of the case to fit this? I'm just going to check, see if this is there. Snooze for 5 minutes. Right, okay, I think we need the instructions for this bit. I think we definitely need the instructions for this bit. I'm pulling all these manuals out. Wait, the cooler doesn't actually come with a manual. How bizarre, the cooler does not come with an installation manual. And you'd have thought it would have done. I think usually for everything they have a bracket that you don't have to take out. Yeah, so there are some screws that just say for A and B. And there is some additional bracketry. And of course, well, the Arctic silver paste, which we'll do towards the end. Make sure we can get it mounted first, and then we'll figure it out. Okay. I'm going to assume that that's not for this CPU. Because that doesn't actually fit. Unless we take out the whole bracket for the CPU itself, the whole actual press down part. So there's a link in your DMs. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that. Where's my DMs gone? It's a feeling when I don't have Discord open. Let's get this up. Let's have a look. PWM. So we're going to have to do this through not the all-in-one, We've got the one that splits into 3, right? Okay. Probably just one radar, multiple headers. Yeah. I to be honest, I don't know. I don't know is my honest answer. But what we do need to do is plug this cable into this socket first of all, on the side. In fact, you guys can't see what I'm doing here because I've got the browser up. So I'm just fitting the cable into the socket on the side, just like so. Looks rectangular, like modern Intel CPU chip. Yeah, I think the contact frame is for the Intel piece. What I need to figure out is how we actually connect installation. Oh, okay, so it seems like these brackets go over here. I see. So we have to take those screws out. Gotcha. We have to take out the clip that the cooler would usually sit on, like the air cooler. Let's test mount this first before we put the. Yeah, okay, that looks good. Yeah, okay, this looks good. We'll test this mount all this up before we take like the stickers off and put the thermal paste on and stuff. So we'll just do like a dry run first, make sure everything connects correctly. Okay, so this one goes on the right. Oh, interesting. So it actually gets caught on the lever assembly here, but it doesn't say that I'm supposed to take the lever assembly off. Are we supposed to use some larger standoffs, perhaps? Oh, I see. There's some larger standoffs here. We put the standoff over and then put those down. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I think I've got it now, Josh. I think. So we put the spacers on. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we put the leaf down. And then we can screw that in place. 2139 is the ending, man. I think I've figured it out. I like to do things by trial and error, if I can. Okay. Now the ads can't be snoozed again, and they're going to start, so I apologise, guys. If you don't want to see ads, the only option I've got for you, I'm afraid, is to subscribe. Amount of snoozes, yeah. It's fine, man. It's fine. Okay, so that's that in place. Let's I assume that this then sits on like so. Right, okay. Yeah, so I've screwed that down. I'm not going to put the thermal paste on just yet. I'm just going to make sure that I'm comfortable with how everything connects together first. Okay, so then we need to pop the cooler in like so. Oh man, you have to put a lot of pressure on that. I don't like that. Okay, but I think I see how it works. And then we drop the cooler on top. Yeah, I kind of want to do like a test run of this first. I really don't want to push this on and then find out I've got it wrong. I can get one side to screw in, but not the other side at the same time. Is this just a pressure issue? Am I supposed to just push on it really hard? Doesn't feel like it's actually sitting quite right. There we go. That might be right. I haven't taken the sticker off yet, no, Ed. I want to do a dry fit to make sure it actually fits together before I do that. But what I can't do is I can't get the left and right hand sides to screw in at the same time. I'm just wondering if it's I'm not pushing hard enough on the screwdriver. Doesn't seem to be that. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be that. And tightening down, just remember to tighten each part bit by bit rather than doing a bunch of turns. Yeah, I'm just trying to do like one turn on each side, but I might need to go get a bigger handled screwdriver so I can put a little bit more pressure on. Because I'm not confident in doing it if I can't get it to fit in the first place. Well, that's one side in. Okay, there we go, we've got it, okay. So, yeah, okay. I'm going to go very, very quickly and get a slightly larger screwdriver. I'll be back in a second. Okay guys, I'm back. Mounting hardware can be quite awkward. It is very awkward. So I think I'm good with this now. So tasty. Thank you so much, Geeky Ed. Let's take that off. Right. How do we do the thermal paste? What does it recommend for this? So apply the thermal paste. I have a little video. Let's play this. Okay, so just using the little syringe and injecting it onto it. Oh, and then the thing using a thin piece of plexiglass. Oh, right, okay. Okay. So basically just push it into the center, right? P says mount in the center of the issue. I know some people like to spread it with a spatula or do a cross panel. Yeah, I'm just going to go with the P-sized amount in the center. That's about how much they used on take off the peel. Right, and then took that down with a screwdriver. one side in fully. Now do the other side. There we go. Whew. That was not fun, I'll be honest. I've done funner things than that. Right, okay, so we've got the thermal paste installed. We peeled off the sheet. We installed it. Now we can peel off the top sheet. And we can install the fan itself. Having fun? Yeah, I don't build PCs very often. This is the first one I've built in a long time. So it's nice to do something a little bit different. Okay, and then oh, that just magnets on. That's cool. There we go. That's pretty cool. That's pretty slick. Right, now to route these cables to where they need to be. And you know what? I'm going to have to take the cooler out because the pin headers for the fan are underneath the cooler section. It is this one. Liquid Freezer 3 240 black. There we go. So let's put these screws to one side. We don't need that. We don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need those. We might need those yet. Don't need that. 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 Right. Okay. Cool. So I'm just unscrewing the actual AIO cooler here from the back of the case. Just this part out here because the cables that control the fans need to be tucked underneath this. Just the radiator, yeah. So what we'll do is we'll take this out, we'll lift it out, and then we'll get the pin sorted out, we'll put this back in, and then we'll be able to put the graphics card in. And then we might be ready to turn it on. Yeah, this is the first time I've built a PC in probably 4 years, so it's interesting, and it's a little bit different for me. What GPU did you get? I'll show you in a second. So let's just tuck that out to the side. Okay, and then now we can connect these headers in. I wish there was a better way to route these actually. Right, so what have we got first? VRM. I don't actually see a slot that says VRM on it. Let's come back to that. Josh, if you can tell me where any of these need to go, that'd be really good. CPU out fan. That should be CPU fan, right? Yeah. So that one should be CPU fan. I'm hoping that I can tuck this behind the motherboard actually. Connect the cable from the pump to the CPU. Oh, TT header. Yeah, so what's that one called? So I have pump. Yeah, okay. So pump should be connected to the Yeah, 4070 Ti Super, yeah. Is CPU cap on the motherboard already installed? No. So I need to do the two up here as well, yeah, right, yeah. Gotta give from the pump to CPU OPT header. Yeah, okay, cool. So wants to go to there. Okay, so then we just need to tidy those two up in a second. Probably going to try and tuck those underneath the motherboard itself. Right, the last one I have, Josh, is called VRM. I'm not quite sure where that needs to go. I feel like I've seen that down at the bottom though. USB. VRM. Yeah, VRM is the only one that I've got that I can't find the location to put. I feel like I can do these better actually. It's a little bit tidier. The fan on the block, put on that to sys fan 3. Cool. Try to take that one in there as well. I don't know how anybody keeps wires neat and tidy inside these things. That'll do. I'll show you neat and tidy. We threw some parts around on Sunday last stream. We did, yeah. Besides the 24 pin. Yeah, I've got that one. Yeah, okay. So now I just need the two cables from the back up here, which should be two of these, right? I think. Is that correct? Not that one. That's one of them. And then I need another one that's the same as that, right? Which is not that one. It's this one. keep them tidy with a solid panel. I mean, it's the cables off of this that are really hard to keep tidy. These ones I'm not too worried about. I'm pretty sure I can keep these relatively tidy. Come on. Okay. Right, that's that and that done. Right, let's see if we can actually tuck this up a little bit better. I think if we go this way, it might work better. Yeah, that's going to work nicer. Okay. You'll show me neat and tidy. You can set the cables around heat sinks and CPU box. Yeah, I've kind of done that. I might revisit that later on because I'm not particularly happy with it. But such is life. Let's get the radiator back in. Okay. I go to them if I really want to min-max. Wait, go to what? Sorry. It just takes your second look to figure out cable management. That's how I usually do it. Yeah, I mean, I'll come back to it at some point anyway, because I'll be fitting another fan to this case later on when I've taken out my old case. So I'll be able to do that at that point anyway. Why do you know what's going? Only fan, that's the joke. Good one. Just tighten this back down and then put one less screw in, and we'll be good. Okay, that's that done. Right, next job, graphics card. We already did the USB headers, that's fine. Don't have any SATA drives, so that's okay. Right, graphics card then, that's the next job. That's all looking good. Okay. Now this is a beast. It actually came with a bracket, so I need to figure out how to install that. This is going to be a struggle to fix it, I think. But we'll manage. Off. Take the cover off. There we go. We're supposed to take that off as well, I think. Yeah. So it's going to clip in to 2 slots there. So let's take 2 of these out. I think it's going to be this one. And this one. So those 2 out. And then it looks like we have a bracket that somehow clips over it. So let's figure that out now. So that slits in there like so. How does this bracket work? That's a big boy. Yeah. You might have to pull the hoses a bit. Yeah, we'll figure the hoses out in a second. I'm not too worried about it. Like there's room to tuck them up like a little bit, so I can figure that out. If I just pull them up there for now. Right, how does this bracket work? Is this supposed to go across the top? Is that what I'm looking at here? Anyone know how this is supposed to work? Oh wait, is this supposed to go inside the case to lock in this far side? Is that what it's supposed to do? Below the GPU? Anti-sagging? Parallel to the GPU. Okay. Parallel to the GPU. Okay, so we're supposed to put it in like here, and it's going to act as like a bracket, yeah? And it's just going to rest on it? I see. Okay. Well, let's put the GPU in first. And let's tighten these 2 screws down. Oh wait, does it go across those actually? Yeah, well, right, okay, cool. Okay, yeah. I see what you mean. What's how the PCs? Yeah, okay, makes sense. Oh wait, it needs the next one coming out as well. Think they've built a bracket into the GPUs by now? Yeah, I mean, this is the first time I've ever seen something like this, so. There we go. that would be those installed, guys. Should take those out because I don't know which one of the ports we're going to use yet. Okay. Should be some rubber adhesive pads to apply the bracket. If not, but oh well. Oh, never mind, it's pre-applied. Yeah, the rubber pad's already on it. Yeah. So the only thing is that that's quite floppy up and down. But I assume that when we stand this upright and that all kind of like, you'd assume that there'd be like one more screw here or something to just hold that together. You know, like nip it together like that. But apparently not. Okay, let's put the... Let's just cable tie these together so that when I took them they sit together. I'll help if I put the cable tie in the right way. There we go. Right. Okay, so the next thing to do is make sure everything's connected up to the PSU, which means we need to be on the other side now. Okay, I can't actually see in there right now. Okay. Hold on. Is that one done? That's that one done. Okay. So I want to cable tidy these to here. Come on. Right. Okay. So I probably could do with cable tidying these down as well at some point, but for now that will do. For now we will just live with it, and we'll come back and do some cable tidying in here later on. Let's get the side panel back on. There we go. Like how practices regularly into the making the mod PC look modern aesthetic. Yeah. Okay, that's that done. Oh. Right, okay, let's just double check everything here. Here it's connected. Gonna double check these are tight. Okay. We will need to put our capture card in here at a later date, but I think other than that we're all good. Well, rate my cable management, right? Terrible, I know. Could be tons better. Okay, I think we're good though. North is one of the best. It's such a good looking case. I think we're good. Wait, what's this? Oh, this is for the graphics card. Where does that plug into? So it's a good job we checked this. I knew there was something else we were missing. So I don't want to pull that all the way through. But what's that caught on? There should be a little bit more give on that cable. A little bit of tape on here as well that I need to get rid of. There we go. Yeah, that's all installed properly. It's nice and straight. Oops, I'm sorry, I apologize for the mic. Just making sure it's tucked under the graphics card nicely. There we go. Okay. Right, I think guys, I think we're good. Is there anything else I need to check before we give this a test power up? Is there anything you guys can suggest for me to test before I power this up? Yeah, I think we're all good. I think we're all good. That's a really steady bracket. Front fans plugged in? Yes, front fans are plugged in here, and daisy chained together, yeah. Front fans plugged in, coolers plugged in.
Tasty, tasty.
I am Elvin. Hey man, thank you so much for the raid. 35 new viewers. Thank you very much for coming along. We're just finishing off building a new PC, and we're just double checking everything before we power it up for the first time. I'm just going to grab my flush cutters and just trim that off. Where are they? Here they are. There we go. Thank you very much. Jay's going postal. Very funny. I like it. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this, how it's come out so far. I heard you experienced GMK sorting moment with GMK Blacks now. Yeah, I did, yeah. So, instead of a Q, I got this key here. And it's not even the right colour. Like, I got an O. And as you can see, that is not beige on black, that is white on black. It's like a different colour. Let me show you. So this is GMK Blacks now, and as you can see, it has a lovely beige color on the inside for the legends. Really, really nice. But can you spot the difference between these two? One is slightly yellow, one is completely and utterly white. So yeah. It was supposed to be the Q, but I got an O, the letter O, and it's white on black instead of the beige. Like, look, if I show you next to the P, I think it's really, really obvious. Come on, camera, focus. Like, it's really obvious there's a difference in color there. Look. So yeah. Okay, I think we're all good though, right? PSU is set to full hybrid mode. Oh, there's a little bit of plastic on here. I hate bits of plastic. Let's try and peel that off. There we go. Right. Shall we give this a try and see if we can get it to post? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try actually. Here's something I can try. What I can do is I can actually. Is there a bit of noise from me? So as I'm getting tendinitis. There might be a little bit of sound from the noise guy. I apologize. What I might try and do actually is I might try and output this as a capture card onto the capture card. I think I've got a spare HDMI for that. Give me a second, and if I do, I will try and boot it up so you guys can see. I do have a spare HDMI. I just need the power cable now. Where did we put the power cable? There it is. They were just checking whether you're awake. Just gone back. How goes the PC build? We're about to test it out for the first time. I'm going to see if I can get it to post on stream as well, because I have a spare port on the capture card. So before I hit the power button, I'll try and set that up. Okay. It's now plugged into the mains. Before I hit the power button though, let's see if I can get the capture card to be outputting something, and then we can see if it's going to work. If I add a new source and we add a video device capture, add a new source, and if I select this to video 1, okay, great. So this should be what is whatever comes out of the back of the PC. This should be what you see. So let me try and change the settings for that, because I think it's in the wrong color space. There we go. Okay. Color range should be full. Buffering, auto detect. Okay, right. Okay, so if the PC turns on, this this signal will be where it displays. So let's give it a try and find out. First power up can be slow. Redeem caffeinate. Yeah, I'm gonna have a drink before I hit the power button. Right. I'm gonna slightly take my headphones off so I can hear everything. But here we go. I'm gonna hit the power button now. Let's see what we get. Well, fluid's definitely moving around the cooler. First boot, it will do memory training. We're not getting anything out yet. We are plugged directly into the graphics card though through HDMI 1, I think. Yeah. Is that a major capture card? It is, yeah. We did RAM. Yeah, RAM was done really early on. No beeps. No beeps. It seems to be running. It's not outputting anything through that HDMI port at the minute. So I'm plugged into the GeForce. No smell of anything burning either. It's nice and cool in the case. I did hear AM5 takes a while to show anything on first boot. Like, how long should we give this? How long should we give it? Oh, oh, oh. Hey, 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 hey. There we go. Right, okay. I need to plug a keyboard in, right? Hold on. How am I going to do this? Do I have another cable for a keyboard? Hold on. I need to find a cable for the keyboard. For a keyboard shop, I have a lack of cables right now. Best go buy a new keyboard. Like, I have the keyboards. The keyboard's fine. I don't have a cable. Do you know what? We might be able to go Alps old school here. This was supposed to be something I tested today because I was going to sell it. Yeah, I don't have. It's the USB cable that's an issue. Let's try plugging that in. Okay. Press yes to install FTPM. If you have BitLocker encryption enabled, your system will reboot without recovery key. Press N to keep previous FTM record and continue system boot. FTPM will not enable in new CPU. You can swap back to the old CPU to recover. Anybody knows what this is? Press yes to install FTPM. New CPU not corrupted or NV. What do I do here, guys? What am I supposed to do? Type without keycaps. Yeah. Am I supposed to hit yes to reset? Okay. Just reset, so press yes. QWERTY. Ooh. Well, that worked. Hey, the keyboard that I'm selling works as well. This is a Borsdorf with brown Alps in. Noah F reached out to me a couple of days ago and asked if I'd sell it to him. I think we just proved it works. Oh, yeah. Anonymous Biker, hey man, good to see you. Please reconfigure your BIOS setup items if needed. Okay. Hit enter. Right, okay. Advanced mode, smart fan. Okay, everything looks alright there. 29 degrees, yeah, okay, everything looks good. You may want to upgrade the BIOS, it's quite old. Yeah, I'm going to figure that out later on. This is the jankiest setup because it's not plugged into a monitor or anything. It's literally just outputting to the capture card. So I'm not really going to do anything. I don't have an F10. Oh no. I don't have an F10 key. That might be it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This might be F10 to save and exit. Nope, maybe it's this. Nope, maybe escape. Right, okay, now I need to get it to boot from USB as well to install Windows. So, let's see if we can... Right, let's see if we can get it to boot into Windows. I'm good, thanks, man. I'm good. Do the BIOS update before Windows? Oh, I don't know how, it's fine. Yeah, I've got a Windows bootable drive plugged in. I made it yesterday, so. Is wiping the TPM a bad thing if I do the BIOS update? Pokemon Kid, Matt, does that really make a difference? I really don't know. Like, surely you can update the BIOS anytime, so it'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. If not, then you're going to have to go... Like, if it comes to that, I will just literally go find another USB-C cable and figure it out. With a keyboard that actually works. For someone who has 1,000 keyboards. TPM is a requirement for Windows 11. Is that... So that's probably going to be why it's not booting, right? Okay, okay. Let's not use this as a janky USB solution keyboard then. Let's get another USB-C cable and a proper keyboard plugged in. Well, a full keyboard that we know works and has keycaps on. Let me find a cable real quick, guys. Need to find a USB-C cable. I'll be just a second. I have a cable now. Yeah, I don't have a phone cable with me, but it's okay because we can just plug this keyboard in. Right. Okay, so we now have a keyboard plugged into it properly. He says, as he struggles to get the USB-C cable in. There we go. Right. Okay, so I'm going to need to find the BIOS file first, right? Okay, so I don't even know what motherboard I have here. Alright, thank you. Thank you. Let's grab that. So, April 2024 download. I now need to find a USB drive. Downloads. Right, let's extract that. Okay, so I'm going to assume that if I just drop that whole folder onto a Pokemon Kid, if I just drop that whole thing onto a USB drive and then reboot, it should work, yeah? Now I need a USB drive. Let me find a USB drive. You need some packing, I think. Yeah. Please make sure Jay doesn't make his PC explode. Don't worry, I'm good. Right, okay, let's put that in. Yeah, I think I've unzipped it first. So let's just copy the unzipped folder. Copy. And let's find the... Wait, does that... drive not work? A670 X670. Yeah. Aorus Elite AX. Yeah. It's the correct one there. Yeah, it's the correct one. There's 3 revs. It will say on the side of the box. Okay. .2. It's revision 1.2. So that makes this the right file that you sent me the link to, yeah. Phew, we're in the right one. Right, okay. Now, for some reason my USB drive is not working. It's not finding it. Let's try a different slot. Maybe I'm going to need to find another USB drive. We're in the right one. Okay, for some reason this USB drive does not want to work. Let me find another one, because it's not finding it. The PC is just not seeing it. This is where I have to root around for half an hour to try and find one. I must have another one somewhere nearby. I don't have one there. I'll be back in 1 minute, guys. I'm just going to go find a USB drive. Okay, I found two, so let's try these out. Right, let's try the first one. Okay, so we found that. Let's delete everything that's on it, and then let's okay, right, everything's now on the USB drive. So if we plug this into the new case, GVB, hey man, good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. And let's give this a restart. Plug the keyboard in. I assume I have to enter the BIOS. Okay, right, we're into the BIOS. So, Mr. Pokemon Kid, tell me what we need to do. I assume it's a Q Flash one, yeah? Is it Q Flash we want to be on? Funny names for it, okay. I can't actually tell what I'm on here. I'm just trying to tab through. Update BIOS. System must restart to complete BIOS. Yes. Can't read file. It doesn't like the file. But that's the right file. That's the file we had and downloaded. Now to the file. Yeah. There we go. Got it. Yeah, I did. I assume we want... Wait. There. Got it. It's just me being... me being a little bit slow there. I apologize. Thank you for that. It's really small for me to see on the screen as well, actually. Like, the preview I have for the stream is only tiny, so I'm trying to read it. Yeah, we got it, man. We got it. This is pretty cool that the first time this PC turns on, it's literally streaming itself. Ready to reboot? Okay, let's do it. No, don't turn the power off. Yeah. It's a 4070 with an F800 3DX, I think. Who knows? 64 gig of RAM and X670 motherboard. I know we've got ads again, guys. I apologise. There we go. Yeah, so we built it on stream, put it all together, and this is literally the first time it's being powered on. And we're now updating the BIOS because I've been told that we have to update the BIOS before we do anything. I don't know how true that is, but it's what we're doing. When you put the new RAM in, it will do a slow boot to train the memory again. Cool, no worries. Yeah, we only got one package of the RAM so far. So this is just running straight from the HDMI from the new PC straight into the capture card in my current PC. So my current capture card has 4 HDMI inputs, and there's cables plugged into each one of them. One of them was spare, so we've literally just plugged the PC into that. And so basically you're using my current PC as the monitor for the new PC. I didn't know if it would work, but it does work. It was kind of like one of those things to just try and see if it works. I'm having to sit at an awkward angle because the new PC is kind of like tucked under the desk here. To be fair, I can probably make this a little bit better actually. There we go. Yeah, so we are capturing the new PC as it does its thing. And we have 2 USB cables on the desk that I can flick between whatever we're showing. So like if I need to control the PC I'm using, this cable. If I need to control the new PC, it's this cable. Can we get a photo of the build when done? Yeah, there's a picture of it done on Instagram. Whilst this is doing, I'll see if I can show you. I'm hoping that's not going to affect it. It shouldn't do. Okay, so if I turn on that and turn off that, you should be able to see. So this is go through my stories. There we go. This is the build. Let's pause that. Yeah, that's the build. That's literally what we built on stream today. So there you go. So there we go. That's right, mate. You don't have to be on install all the time. My anxiety went through the roof. I'm so scared of bricking the BIOS by unplugging. Unplugging the USB shouldn't affect the BIOS. $25 2025 is ITX year? Yeah, maybe. Right, okay, so let's see if this boots now. This should boot us back into the... Give it a minute. Has it turned off? We'll give it a couple of minutes here. Yeah, I use a MacBook at home most of the time. I have like a MacBook that I do most of my day-to-day stuff with at home. So I'm assuming this is going to be like the first time it booted and it took a few minutes. Oh. Here we go. Boom. There we go. Right. Okay. So, Mr. Pokemon Kid, are you going to be happy if I just now install Windows, right? Let's unplug that USB drive because we don't need that anymore. Put that to one side. And let's plug in our Windows boot media. Okay. New BIOS. Yeah, it's all updated. Unfortunately for business, we're going to have to put Windows on it, I'm afraid. Right, save and exit. Oh, wait, do I need to do something in the BIOS now, Matt? Did I need to do something? I don't need to do anything, right? It's got the FTPM now. Should be called to update. You need to press F12 when it's booting to choose a boot. Yeah, okay. Right, okay, so F10, yes. Please select the boot device. So that's going to have to be that, right? Or is it just not finding the USB? Seems like we've hit a roadblock. Oh no, it's doing something new. Ah, there we go. Right, okay. Oh, okay, so I'm probably going to need to... I don't have another mouse, so I'm probably going to have to take my mouse off of here. Oh, man. Okay, so I'm now controlling the mouse on here. I'm going to try and make this... Oh, bollocks, I can't. English United Kingdom. Yeah. English United Kingdom, United Kingdom. Yeah, okay. Next. I cannot see anything. Install now. Right, here we go. Windows, here we come. So I can't actually control what I'm doing on stream now. Oh, activate Windows. Let me get my key for this. Let me get my Windows key. Okay. I can't tell what I'm typing here. Okay, that should be the right code. I'd be surprised if anyone can read that. It's fine. It's fine. Upgrade, install Windows, keep files, customize, install Windows only, advanced. Do you know what? We're just gonna. Oh, okay. Like, I'd be surprised if anyone can actually read it anyway. Okay. Yeah. I've realized that I should have hit the customize install button. Yeah, okay. Oh, we need to accept the terms. Yes. That's where we want to put it. Right, cool. Everyone close your eyes. Yeah, I'll be honest, I did not pay for this license key. A friend gave it to me. So, it's fine. They're a good friend. They're actually a moderator, so it's fine. Should be fine. Hitting you. Yeah, it should be good. Oh, I just realised that my torch is still on my phone. My phone's kind of gone nuts while I've been streaming, so I'm just going to check that everything's okay and nothing's really bad. With Windows 11, it ties it to your Microsoft account. Oh, okay, yeah, well, that's alright. Yeah. Oh, man. My emails today have just gone nuts since I started streaming. Okay. I think we're good. Like, DMs as well, for some reason, seem to have gone crazy. Has anyone asked about your thoughts on July the 4th for next general election? No. I haven't really had a chance to think about it. I think it's fair that we're going to need to do the election and all that kind of stuff. I need to control my PC, so I'm just going to bring back my mouse controller here, if I can get it out of the case. Right, if I put this back in here, I should be able to control my mouse again. Okay, so we'll leave that going. Let me add it on here. Let me add, so we can see it's doing its stuff in the background. There we go. Oh no. Rip. That didn't go well. What I was going to do is I was just going to pop it up there. Okay. So perhaps I won't finish this off today. I think I'm going to have this plugged into a monitor to be able to see what I'm doing with it. Okay. Let's try once more, and let's see if I can get it to do it this time. What's the error code? I can't actually read it. Hold on. It's 0x800700015. Let me plug back into the other one. Now we've got this set up. I think I can do it. Do you know what? I'm gonna plug that into the rear. Okay, let's try it again. A media driver your computer needs is missing. This could be... Wait, what? Okay. Why does it need a driver? A media drive your computer needs is missing. This could be a DVD, USB, or hard disk. If you have a CD, DVD, USB flash drive with the driver on it, please reinsert it now. No, if installation module for Windows is a DVD drive or on a USB drive, you can usually remove it. You can safely remove it for this setup. Wait, what? No, the USB drive didn't unplug during the install. No, the USB drive seems fine. Oh man. Wait. Do I now have to click on the repair your computer? Into the rear USB ports on the motherboard instead of the case ports if you haven't already. Okay, let's try that. Let's okay, it's plugged into the rear now. Okay, let's try again. Install now. Okay, so I'm back to this position again. Let's do that again. Let me get the code back up. Let's try again. Third time lucky, right? Yes, I accept. Next. Custom install. Oh man. Right, okay, so let's... Okay. Just delete the partitions. Okay, cool. Right. It's Windows 11. Let's see if this works second time around. Third time around. Yeah, I've done that again, yeah. Delete all the partitions and we're starting again. This is not the easiest way to do it. I really should have plugged it into another monitor, but it is what it is. It's fine. We'll figure it out. Man alive. Use a different USB port or use a different USB stick. Okay, well, we'll give it this try. If it doesn't work this time. Does Windows 11 need secure boot setup in BIOS? I don't know. We just flashed the BIOS with the latest file for it, so, but we didn't do anything else. If this doesn't work, then I'll just plug it into an external monitor and have it set up at the other side of the room where I can just have like a dedicated set of hardware for it until it's all installed. I can't even tell what percentage I set. 37? Yeah. It's fine. We'll be fine. We'll just give it a few minutes. I'm confident it's going to work this time. And then I'm just going to have to spend hours installing all of the applications I need. And drivers and everything else. And it's going to take me forever to tidy up as well. Because I've got a lot of tidying up to do. Oh. I didn't realise I found it. I should have used these. There's a lot of tie wraps. Night.com for the install. Yeah, I've already got a custom. I've already done that, and I have an executable that I need to put on to the USB. It was actually on the USB drive we used for the BIOS, so I need to re-put that back on. But yeah. I've had problems with PMY flash drives and Windows Installer, but if that was the case, I've never seen it get past the first screen where it says install now. It just immediately errors when you... Yeah, okay. So the thing is, I'm not actually using USB. I'm using an SD card into a USB adapter because that's all I had that was the right size, because I only did a certain size, and none of my USB sticks had enough space on them. So yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll absolutely figure it out. I'm sure it'll be fine. We're just going to let it run through. It's almost there now. In fact, let's... oh, I need to move the mouse back over to do any further control. Boom. It's going to do whatever it's going to do now. Let's see. Surprisingly easier than I thought it was going to be be honest, to build this. I did think it was going to take me like 2 or 3 days to get it all fully up to date, but it was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So everything went... The hardest part was getting the bloody cooler on there, but the whole thing feels really cool. There's no heat really inside the case, so it's pretty cool. Getting files ready for installation. I can't actually tell what percentage it says. You guys can probably see better than I can, because I can't actually adjust anything on my current PC because all my peripherals are plugged into my new PC. Are you a master builder? No, I'm not a master builder. I'm not going to build another computer for a few years, so it's fine. This will be like the last one I build for 4 or 5 years, I suspect. I'm not happy with the cabling. I want to tidy that up, so I think once Windows is installed, I'm going to like... Probably before I even use it in anger and like install anything on it, I'm probably going to sort the cabling out a little bit better to more my liking. Okay, looks like it's going to restart, and then we'll see. I think this is where I got to last time. Boom. Would def look for another SSD for apps, games, and keep C drive just for Windows? Yeah, we'll see. I go with custom sleeve cables just for the sake of managing them easier. Yeah, I don't want to go down that route and do too much with it, but like I just want to hide as much as I can. So yeah, everything's going to be hidden, I think. Like, it's going to take up as little room as possible. Custom sleeve cables are good, yeah, but PEX doesn't do them anymore, so... It's pretty cool that it's the capture cards worked on the first try, though. Some new motherboards have the connectors on the back for better cable management. That's cool. I've not seen that. Come on, Mr. PC. If you've got a link to one of the motherboards with it on the back, it'd be cool to take a look at. Let's see if it actually starts up now. Here we go. Are we going to be in just a moment? Just a moment. That looks like it's a Windows logo. Yes. Skip. Why can't I skip this? I don't want to bloody dig out a Ethernet cable now. They won't bloatware on your PC if you connect to Wi-Fi. It's not going to be connected to Wi-Fi anyway. It's only ever going to have a wired connection, but I don't have a wired connection plugged into it yet. Like, I wasn't going to go that far in depth with it today. Like, the nearest Ethernet port is like miles away as well. Why can I not skip that? Why can I not skip this? I can't skip this. There's no skip for it. You'll need an internet connection to continue setting up your PC. Once connected, you'll get the latest features and security updates. I'm going to have to go find an Ethernet cable, aren't I? Wild that there's no skip option? That's crazy. Matt says he thinks he can find a way. Like, if there's like a key combination I can press, let me know. I mean, I can go get an Ethernet cable. I didn't want to, but I can. It's just a pain to do that. It's a feature. Yeah. Like, it's a real pain. Like, the first time you boot Windows, like, you shouldn't have to plug in an Ethernet cable. Configuring command prompt. Ugh, right. Yeah. Shift and F10. Yep. OOBE. Backslash. Wait, why is that not typing? OOBE slash bypass NRO. Boom. It's enemy so you can't hear. There is a way to skip. Yeah, well, I think we've got it. I think I assume it's going to reboot now. Like, it is going to be on the network, just not right now. I'm going to set it up over here on the table to install everything, which means there's like there is a USB Ethernet port over there that I can use. Right. Okay. So, in theory, it shouldn't ask me to do this now. There we go. Cool. Thank you, Mr. Pokemon Kid. Wait, what now? Alright, I in the past, there was always an option you could click. Just seems a bit stingy of Microsoft to remove it. Yeah. Why can't I skip this bit? This is really, really annoying. Question 2 of 3. Man. There we go. Like Microsoft apps, yeah, okay, I need a lot of location services, that's fine. Find my device, yeah, just in case we ever need it, fine. Let apps use advertising ID. Oh man, they may be less relevant to you. Whatever. I don't want you to add to me. Teshino says no. No to what, dude? No to what? Here we go. I would say no to everything. It's fine. Yeah, my last PC upgraded from 10 to 11 automatically. We came into the workshop one day, and all the PCs had updated overnight. We'd not asked them to, but it meant that we couldn't access some of the apps we needed. We building? Yeah, we've installed Windows, mate. We're almost done now. We're almost done. Almost there. This is pretty cool. Hey, there we go. There we go. We have Windows installed, guys. Windows is installed, and that's about as far as we're going to get today. There we go. Don't install sensor. It was fun helping build from across the Atlantic. Yeah, well, we know the PC works now. Bloatware? Okay. I am going to have to install drivers and stuff like that. So, yeah, I just don't want to run... I just don't want to run an Ethernet cable across the room when I don't have to. So yeah, but the PC is up and running. You can see that in the top window. It is actually fully running and working. So what I'm going to do now is turn it off. It's time for me to finish streaming as well, because I'm really hungry. I'm going to go home and make dinner for me and my wife. I think I'm going to make chicken burgers tonight, which I'm really looking forward to. So yeah, so I think that's pretty much it for it. Now time to download Golf with Friends. Maybe, not right now. I think the plan will be to set it up with its own monitor just over the far side of the room, and then once everything is installed and running, I'll move it over and switch it back for this. But yeah, there we go. Full PC build, including booting on stream. I wasn't sure that was going to work, like showing you guys, but it did. So we'll take it. We'll take it. Right. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm going to now head off home and go get some food and then some sleep. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. And thank you for all the help with the build as well. I really, really appreciate you guys coming in clutch with the information, especially Matt with the information on how to skip requiring the internet connection to get through Windows setup. That was really useful. So yeah, it's pretty cool, right? Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm going to see you all again on Sunday. Do come hang out on the Discord or check out on Instagram, because there's always content going on there. We're back in the workshop tomorrow with a load of stuff happening, so come and check us out. Thank you so much again for watching, guys. I'll see you all soon. Take care.